The whole of migration work is extremely broad. Because it's broad, you have many actors, ranging from government agencies, you have civil society actors, you have the whole UN system with its various agencies working on migration. In order to bring all of this together, you will need that structure, you will need that foundation. Otherwise, all efforts are going to be fragmented and most likely it's going to be counterproductive. We have national migration policies in many countries. We have previous frameworks internationally as well. On top of this, you also have the primary development policy documents. So the GCM would be extremely useful to bring all of this together. You have what we usually refer to as the 360-degree approach to migration governance, which basically means looking at migration in its entirety. How do we make sure that all of these policy documents, all of these frameworks, are pointing to the same direction, are serving the same purpose? So that's how we use the GCM.
Cases like the Caribbean as a region is currently working on its own regional migration policy. We sort of kick-started that process, or the technical assistance we're providing to that process, with training workshops, not only with the UN country teams, but also with the CARICOM secretariats. And we can really see how so many of the different GCM objectives are addressed in the policy that they're currently developing.
We have been supporting a mechanism of dialogue of civil society with the government of the region in order to promote this exchange of good practices and also to strengthen the communication, the dialogue with the authorities of the region in the implementation of the Global Compact.
We've seen Kenya adopting a national action plan for GCM implementation. In Asia, we have Bangladesh, where they've done a lot of work in implementing the GCM. In fact, Bangladesh is one of the champion countries for the GCM. There's definitely a lot of good practices in the Pacific where we see issues of climate change related to displacements. And GCM also comes into that context where countries can be supported to look at early warnings, for displacement to take place. I cannot overemphasize how important this is in terms of ensuring that migration and human mobility is seen as an enabler for development.